Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new, I'm Jeanette from Boricua Sewing and Crafts, and in this video what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be embroidering these bath towels. Not these, I mean bath towels, bath robes. Sorry about that. Now this is the monogram that I am putting on the bath towels. For those of you guys that have watched my video of the wedding dinner napkins that I did, this was the logo, the monogram that was on the wedding dinner napkins, and they want this on these really nice bathrobes. These bathrobes are pretty high quality. They're made in Turkey, and let me show you guys the brand. It's called Ferret from 1880, and yeah, so I already did one, and now I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the other one. As you can see, Mellow's right here in the way as always. One of the things to let you guys know what I am doing is I'm using this stand from the Mighty Hoops called the Freestyle stand. I'm going to be using my 5.5 Mighty Hoop and stuff. I'm also going to be using the template of the embroidery. I'm using the snowman feature because one of the things that I do is just like you see right here, I hang the bathrobe and then I place where I want the monogram to be, because it's kind of difficult to, you know, find exactly where the right spot is. So I'll show you exactly how I do it. And then as you can see, I have my little folding table, and one of the things that I do, because the bathrobes are a little heavy, is I do roll over this table right underneath the arm of my embroidery machine. That way the weight is not hanging and I don't have any issues with the fabric shifting on me or anything, even though the Mighty Hoops are pretty good, but you want to try to secure it as much as you possibly can. Okay, so this is what the finished product actually looks like. This guy will never get out of my way. You know, it looks really good. One of the things that is really tricky about doing bathrobes is usually the collar. Okay, you really want the collar to lay down, but you also want to be able to expose the monogram. Okay, so you know, you want people to see it. You don't want to embroider it and then all of a sudden the monogram is kind of like hidden underneath here. So one of the things that I do is I do close up. I hang the bathrobe. I kind of fix the collar the way it'll fall on the person while they're wearing it, and then they go ahead and I tie it so that I can make sure I have a good indication of where to lay the monogram. Okay, I will also measure this one because I want this to be the same length down as the second one. Okay, I'm gonna assume that the second one is a medium. Not sure yet, haven't opened it yet, so I'm gonna open it right now and hopefully it is a medium. If it ain't, I'm gonna have to eyeball it and stuff and see if I can get something close to where it should be. Okay, so let's open up the second one and see what size it is. Okay guys, so this is the bag for the first one, and here is the second one that I have to embroider. So I'm gonna put this back nicely. I'm gonna open up the second one. Don't know what size it is. It's still in the plastic. These are really nice bath towels. I want to make sure I fold these nicely because I want to make sure I put the bath towels nice and neat back in the bag when I provide it to the customer. Alright, so I'm going to open up this one. Move this to the side. I want to make sure I don't have anything in the way that could cause any type of snagging or anything like that. Let's open this. Now throw out the plastic. I don't think they're going to need the plastic. Very pretty bathrobes. And let's see. Yep, the size is a medium for this as well. Really like the way they folded this. I don't know if I'll be able to fold it the same way, but it'll be fine. Okay, just want to see how they actually folded it. Okay. Alright, I got it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to measure the first one to see how many inches, and then we're going to go ahead and hang this one so that we can get it to the identical same place. Okay, so I'm going to move you guys over here. And let me see if I can get Mello to move. Come on, Mello. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing here, okay, and let me get a measuring tape or a ruler. Ruler will do. Here we go. So what I'm going to do is, and I don't know if you guys can really see. Here you go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure from the top, and it looks like it's just 4 inches down, just 4 inches down from here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other one. I'm going to take this off of here because this was already done. Okay, so I'll fold this later and put this in the bag. And sorry guys, I know I don't have a cameraman, so so I'm on my own with this one, and then I got the dog right in the middle of the room. Okay, so I'm going to hang this one up right now, and we're going to play with it. Okay, so I'm going to move this over here so that we can take a look at it. I want to make sure that this is right smack in the middle. Okay, this is how they're going to wear it. All right, let's tie this so that I can see. We're going to let this fall naturally. We're going to let it fall naturally and stuff like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and measure, and I'm going to get the template, okay? So let me grab the template. That's nice. I misplaced the template. There it is. And the ruler, and all right, so this is what I'm going to do. All right, so it's going to be about 4 inches down, so it's around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape it for now, just to eyeball it. Okay, and I'm going to open this up a little bit because I want it to hang, because it's not going to be so tight and stuff like that. And this is the thing too. You want to be able to have the logo look straight, okay, as possible. Now, it's pretty hard to do because everybody has a different body shape and all that kind of stuff. So sometimes you got to try to guess it. But try to make sure that the bathrobe is hanging as much as possible. You really want to pay attention to the collar, the way the collar is going to hang. I could tell it's going to hang like this. I'm going to open this up a little bit, and then I can see that this is going to be somewhere around here. Okay, so I'm going to press this down. I have tape on here, so I'm going to press it down. Make sure I have it. I'm going to go grab another piece of tape, okay? Sorry guys, I know I got you guys all over the place. I'm going to grab another piece of tape because one of the things I want to do is I want to secure this as much as possible because I don't want this to shift at all. Okay, so I want to just put some fresh tape on there. I'm going to look at it again, and to me it looks like it's just might be a little bit to the right a little bit, so I'm going to have to shift it over just a little bit inside. So let me lift this up, and let me just move this just a little bit in. And you want the monogram to go in the same direction as the fabric. You're going to notice that the grain of the fabric is going straight down. You want the monogram to go straight down as well. So that way it kind of falls with the fabric. Okay, and this looks like it's good in its place. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hoop this on the freestyle, and then I'm going to run it through the machine. It looks pretty good. I do want to measure it one more time to make sure that I have a good, it's a little bit too high. I want to bring it down a little bit. This is better. Okay. And this looks crooked. Okay. So as you can see, you're going to be playing around with the placement a little bit until you got it right exactly where you want it to be. Okay, so this looks like it's good right there. I'm going to measure this. Yeah, It looks good. It looks all right there. I think I should put it up a little higher. See how I'm messing with it? I want to make sure I have it at 4 inches. And there you go. That's 4 inches. And make sure it's straight. Okay, this is perfect. This is good. I'm going to put some more, because sometimes what happens is just the tape won't be as secure, so I want it to be as secure as possible. I don't want this to shift, especially when I've gone through so much trouble to make sure that I got it exactly where I want it to be. So I'm just putting tape around it just to secure it, to make sure that this doesn't shift. This looks like it's perfect. I like the placement and stuff. I'm going to give you guys a close-up so you guys can see exactly how I've done this. Okay. As you can see, this is the placement of it. Notice how I folded the collar. Okay, so that way when it folds over, it does not cover the monogram. Okay, and it's exactly 4 inches, just like the other one. So it's good because they're both size medium. So I think this is perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hoop this and then put it in the machine. All right, guys. So I'm going to now just gently bring it over. Now, one of the things that you want to do, and I need my 5.5 hoop. I don't know where I put it, but I got plenty of those. I'm gonna hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My husband was running the shredder, so he was shredding some stuff, and I know you could hear it. So now what I'm going to be doing with this is I'm going to be using 2 sheets of cutaway stabilizer. You don't have to because it's so thick, but I'm just accustomed to always using 2 sheets. I always do. I know to some people they say, oh, Jeanette, that's kind of wasteful, but I just like doing it. It's just something that I do because I feel that, you know, gives the embroidery a little more of that you know, a little strength, you know, kind of like that. So anyway, so I'm going to put my little stabilizer in here. Okay, now that, remember we had taped this, and one of the things that I said was be real careful. You don't want anything to be shifting or anything like that. So what I'm doing is I am gently putting this over the hoop section, okay? And I do not want to, you know, modify where I had placed the monogram. I want it to be there, you know, stuck and stuff like that. So I did use Scotch tape. The reason why I use Scotch tape is because Scotch tape is not very heavy adhesive, right? So when it pulls on fabric such as this, it's not going to pull it so much where it's going to rip any of the fabric off, okay? You know, the fuzz and stuff like that. So one of the things that I always like to do also is I like to eyeball where the logo is compared to the end of the bracket. You want to try to put it in the middle as much as possible. One of the best ways to do it is to feel with your fingers, feel where the outer of the hoop is, so that you can make sure that it's all in there. Once you know you got it and you're golden, then you're going to take your hoop and then you're just going to snap it in there. Okay, now one of the things you're going to notice right off the bat is that the logo looks a little crooked, right? Because it's not like hooped greatly. That's one of the things that I really like about my machine, is that it has something called the snowman capability, where you go ahead and you scan the snowman. So for those of you who don't know, it's this little object that you see right here. It looks like a little snowman, 2 little circles, right? So what I'll do is I will put it underneath my machine. It will scan for the snowman, and then it's going to adjust the image so that it's going to actually embroider exactly where I have my template. Okay, so that is one of the reasons that I really love the snowman capability. I don't know why. I've been doing this for quite some time. I have just recently been using it for the last 2 years. I don't know why. I mean, it would have made my life so much easier in so many different ways, okay? But, yeah, so it's one of the features that I truly, truly love about this machine. Now that I have this hooped, I actually like to keep the table here because it's going to help with the support. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually hoop this into the machine. So I'm going to have to somehow get in your view so that I can hoop this correctly, because I'm kind of like in a bad position right now. Kind of have it, but you know, because one of the things is you want to make sure that that you don't have the fabric folded on itself, because if it does, then you're embroidering on the 2 layers. Then you mess up your item. So yeah, so I'm going to turn around and go in front, and I'm probably going to move you guys on this side so that you guys can see what I'm doing, okay? Mel, you're going to have to move again. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I think I bumped the camera and stuff. So I am here, and I am trying to get this all situated. I'm going to put this all the way in the machine. All right. Awesome. I'm checking at the bottom because I want to make sure it's going to embroider correctly. All right. I don't need my hooping station anymore, so I'm going to put that on the side, and I'm just going to have the robe hanging on here. Now, one of the things that I am going to do also is I'm going to use water stabilizer, okay? That's this little plastic thing. I'm going to put this underneath so that it can go ahead and embroider on top of that, so that it can give the fabric a little bit of a lift, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scan for my snowman again. The machine right now is scanning, and what it's going to do is it's going to make the adjustment, because I want it to embroider exactly where I have this. Okay, so now it's telling me I can remove the sticker, and it's going to go exactly where I want it to go. I'm going to go ahead and do a trace because I always want to double check, and it looks like it is. It's going to embroider exactly where I want it to be. And I also see that the fabric's not shifting or anything like that, so it's going to work. It's going to do just fine. So now I'm going to take out the template because I know I got this okay. All right. And I'm just going to place this on here underneath. I'm going to lay it down. And then I'm just going to go ahead and embroider. finished embroidering this, and I'm going to show you guys how I actually take out the water soluble stabilizer. And I'm sorry, I mean, I know it's pretty hard doing all this with the camera and all that kind of stuff. Oh my god, I'm still getting orders on Etsy. You believe that? And this is the week of Christmas. Alright, so here you go. This is what it looks like. Look at how cute. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. Okay, this is how I'm going to take this plastic off. You see, I'm going to peel it right off, right? And a lot of you guys sometimes ask about how do you get the rest of it off, right? Because sometimes what happens is as much as you try to get as most of this stuff off, sometimes you still have on. Well, very, very simple, okay? And I'm going to show you something. What you do is just take a little spray of water, spray it right on top. Take the part that you peeled off. Usually you're going to have a lot of extra, right? Take the extra, just put it on top, gently pat it. Just wait a couple of seconds, not much. Then rip it off, okay? And all of that extra is going to come out. Then you just throw this out and it's all gone, okay? So now I'm going to take it out of the hoop. Okay. Sorry about that. I know it's kind of loud. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a pair of scissors. I usually get the round scissors. And then I'm just going to cut the extra stabilizer off of it. And then we're going to hang it and we're going to take a look at it, okay? Let me, be very careful when you're cutting along the stabilizer. You want to do it close, but not too close. And you also want to make sure you don't cut into the fabric or any of the stitches. Okay? That's very, very important. You can really ruin the garment. And these bathrobes are almost like $500 each, believe it or not. They're very, very expensive. They're very good quality. They are beautiful. They're beautiful bathrobes. So, all right. So, moment of truth. Oh god, that looks really nice. I really like the way that came out. Looks like really, really sweet, cute. So let's go over to the hanger now, and I'm gonna hang this, and let's take a look at it and see how it looks. Okay. So, oh, sorry. I think I kicked you guys again. I got Mellow. Always in the way. Always in the way. He's always supervising. I tell you, this dog. Alright, so I'm going to put it right. And, oh my god. Gorgeous. Oh. Okay, let me show you guys. Look at how it looks. Looks good, right? Look at that. Looks good. Looks good, Mellow. I think he likes it. This came out really nice. So they're both done. Ready to go. I already invoiced the customer. Yeah, so I got to text her and let her know they are ready for pickup and stuff. So guys, I hope you like this video. And if you do, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I'm all about embroidering, sewing, and all kinds of crafts. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.